Welcome Pisces to your spiritual reading for March. Hope your friends are doing great out there. Welcome back all subscribers. Anyone new to my channel, welcome, welcome. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends. Let's see what's going on with you. We are doing what you need to work on. Okay, what is it that Pisces needs to work on? What is it that Pisces needs to work on? And remember, friends, if this doesn't resonate with you, please watch your rising moon or Venus. What Pisces needs to work on. This message. Infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. So you are working on infinite abundance. Interesting. Why is it so interesting? Well, let's get another card of why. We have these spiritual healing cards. Grabbing another card. Gratefulness. There's the key, right? Because we're looking like, okay, so if you have the abundance is pouring into your life, what is the key? Why would I need to work on that? Because you have to work on gratefulness. Most important piece of this, Pisces, is making sure that when this abundance does come into your life, or that you already have the abundance in your life, that you're keeping grateful to it, right? Not taking it for advantage of it or taking it for granted. That's the word I wanted to use, right? Because you have to remember that everything that we get has to have a gratefulness to go through it. It doesn't matter if you think you deserve it or not. The universe doesn't see it that way. The universe doesn't see that you 100% deserve anything, right? It's the gratefulness of knowing that the universe allowed you to have such a thing. Yes, unfortunately, that's the way it works, right? And you wonder, a lot of people wonder, how come Susie gets everything? She didn't do nothing. I do everything. Well, maybe more than anything, she's probably pretty grateful that she has things. The only time that you really see ungratefulness from people who have everything is, think of like rich money, right? Old money. They don't have to be grateful because they're going to get it one way or another. But can they hold on to it? Hey, So yes, there are laws and there are certain things, and if you're talking old money, that's a lot different from what we're talking about. What we're talking about is all of a sudden you have abundance of things pouring into your life. You have law and attracted them, so you want to make sure that you're grateful for everything that you have. It's very strange because a lot of times even Spirit wants you to understand you should even be grateful for the things you don't have. So when bad things even come into your life, you need to be grateful for those tests. Thank you, God, for the test. Yeah. I know. I've heard it. But it's those things that you learn in life about where gratefulness leads you. Why do you want to be grateful for some trash thing that happened to you? Because you learned a lesson from it, right? So right now, you didn't have the things you wanted, so make sure that you're keeping grateful for the things you have. Life is a karmic test. It's built on, the yin and yang of the universe, which is negative versus positive. Karma is negative versus positive, and we are karmic beings, so therefore everything is tested on that. So even when you have something negative come into your life, you want to be grateful for that negativity because it brought you into a butterfly. You would have never been able to spiritually grow and become the person that you are now without the negative things happening in your life. So when the abundance starts pouring in and you start seeing this beautiful stuff in your life that the universe is providing, you might have law and attracted it, but remember, you put a lot of work into this. So make sure that you're giving out the blessings where they need to be. And it doesn't matter if it's love, it doesn't matter if it's money, it doesn't matter what the abundance is. Clarify on the infinite abundance. Because you had challenging times, the challenge is over. The challenge is over. You have already had the challenging times to get to where you need to be. You see your ships coming in. You put a lot of thought and a lot of action into this. You used a lot of clarity and a lot of unity and a lot of intuition and a lot of thought and a lot of things to get to where you are. Okay, and if this is just some stimulus check coming in, remember to give it a lot of thought and a lot of knowledge of how to spend it, where it's going to be useful in your life. Make sure that you're using it wisely as the high priestess, right? And make sure that you're grateful for it. So going straight to the gratefulness, be grateful for the flowers outside, for every breath you take, right? This actually helps lead. This here helps lead to this. And you get more and more and more until a test comes along and then it wants to try to destroy you so that you learn, right? So when they say as you get wise, wiser as you get older, it's not a lie, because you have to think of all the tests and all the things that they went through. Now, if you see some older person who's not very wise and you have to think, wow, they didn't learn much, right? They should be wiser as they get older. Should be, right? So you have the Emperor over here. You are grateful for your kingdom. You see yourself as an emperor. I believe that most of you Pisces are very grateful for what you have. Spirit just wants you to remember that gratefulness comes in the smallest things ever. It's not always, the big things, right? Like I said, be grateful for the butterfly outside. Every time you see a butterfly, say, wow, I'm grateful that you're here. You make the flowers open, and this actually brings power. It brings power to yourself. And we're talking about spirit. It's a spiritual reading, so it brings you power, and it brings you to higher levels within the universe. It brings you up. And it brings rewards as the emperor. That's right. And it's very justified. It brings justice to you. It balances you. It balances you from the human form of yourself to the spiritual piece of yourself, and it allows you to grow in so many ways. Okay? So always be grateful and have the reflections of what's really going on around you. Remember, nature is what nature is, but remember the true meanings of things. And Pisces, you are the high priestess. So remember, everything around you. And that's really what you need to know, is the remembering. Maybe you got stuck into a thing. Maybe it's, one of those things, we just get stuck, right? We get stuck, and then we have all this abundance coming, but maybe we forgot to be grateful for it. Maybe we felt it was owed to us. Like, think about it. If you have a stimulus package coming, you might feel it's owed to you. Instead of being grateful and saying, thank you, universe, thank you, for allowing this to come to me. A lot of people are like, well, thank God that came to me. It was about damn time. And I tell you, they owed me this. That is wrong. That is where you're looking at it all wrong. Right? You literally are looking at it wrong. Because it doesn't matter if it was owed to you or not. You still have to be grateful for it, because that's what they want you to do. It doesn't matter if it's coming by man, by the universe, by anything, right? So I think it's a very important thing at this time when we all are getting this. What we want to say is, thank God that the emperor allowed us to have this. Thank God that they all decided to give this to us. Emperor being Congress, being your emperor, right? And then that gives you the power of the emperor in your own. So the emperor is 2 in 1, if you're talking about that, right? Trust. Trust your feelings and dreams to guide you into your career path. Also remember to just continue to trust in the universe, and remember to also trust within yourself when you go into hermit mode, and trust that you will have the answers also on how to spend this infinite abundance, or how to use this infinite abundance when your ships do come in the right ways. Trust your high priestess mode. This is trusting yourself so that you can reflect on the greater things for yourself, so that you can become balanced within the universe. It sounds so simple, huh? It sounds so simple. I made it sound so easy. I don't know. Sometimes it seems easy. Sometimes it doesn't sound easy. I probably make it sound easy, and it might be a really hard task, right? I'll tell you what's easy. This is the easy piece. Some of these other pieces are the harder pieces to get into the reflective mode, right? But otherwise, guys, just trust in yourself. You know the true answers. Once you get into High Priestess mode and start reflecting, you will have the answers that you need. And remember always to get into the environment, because the environment helps open you up, Pisces. You actually enjoy the environment. You enjoy the water and the, just nature itself. So make sure that you're out in nature, really, doing the expanding of the mind and the things that you love to do. And that brings in the answers that you need as well. Okay. And that was it for you, my friends. And until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.